开播了啊，Apple。Hello everyone, we will start within 3 minutes. So if you already entered the live stream here, everyone please prepare the pencil and the paper, okay? the way, let me check. Do you finish the 2023 P2 TASMO paper? Yes or no? Hello. Do you finish the paper? Some children complain to me. They feel the paper was too hard, right? Okay, we'll start within the last 1 minute. Okay, let's start. Are you ready? Okay, today we are going to go through a few questions in 2023 P2 TASMO paper. So again, we will focus more on section B and the C, okay? So firstly, everyone, please take out your paper quickly. Take out your paper and also your pencil and a piece of blank paper. Okay, so let's start from section B. For question 16, okay, let's have a look. This is a calendar problem. Today is Sunday, 22nd May 2022. What day is 7th July 2022? So here, everyone, please type your answer in the chat box. What is the answer? Which day is it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which one? Which one? Okay, let me check your answer. So now let's have a look. This is a typical calendar problem. Actually, it is not that hard. Let's have a look. So for the first part, you need to figure out how many days are there. Because actually for the calendar problem, it is kind of the remainder problem. So for the first one, let's count how many days are there in May that we are going to consider. From 22nd to the last day. So how many days are there in May? There are 31, right? So actually you can just look at your hand. You see that we start from January and then February, March, April, May. So here there are 31 days in May. So how many days are there in total from 22nd to the 31st? That is the last one minus the first one, but you need to plus 1 because actually this day is our starting day. Okay, and then following this, let's have a look. How many days are there in June? How many days? How many? Okay, good job. So here we have 30 days, right? Okay, and what about July? Are there 31? 31, yes or no? No, why? Because you can see that the last day is just the 7th July. So we only need to count 7 days. So here, all together, let's count how many days are there in total. In May, you need to count 10 days, and then in June, there are 30 days. In July, there are 7 days. So all together, there are 47 days. After you figure out the total number of days, and then let's try to figure out the cycle. So here, for the first day, let's have a look. It is a Sunday. So for our cycle, that is, we start from Sunday, okay? We just write it down. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is for a full cycle. And for this, actually, you can just turn that into the remainder problem. In total, there are 47 days. And for 7 days, you can turn that into a week. So actually, here, for the last step, we can just apply division. 47 divided by 7, that is 6, remainder 5. So here, look, what is the meaning of 6? There are 6 weeks. Okay, good job. There are 6 weeks. And then following this, what should we do? You need to consider 5 remaining days. So here, actually, the remainder will show us the position of the day, right? So here, let's count. Remainder 1, remainder 2, remainder 3, remainder 4, remainder 5. So you can see that the answer should be a Thursday. Okay? Thursday. Any question? Okay, so maybe here let's practice more because actually a calendar problem is quite challenging, right? I know that for most students it is a bit confusing. So here let's do some extra practice. Look, 3rd June 2008 was a Sunday. Which day of the week was 1st August 2008? So here everyone, I give you some time, okay? Try to figure out what day is it. I give you 1 minute. This is for P2. Too hard? Okay, let's try it together. So first, again, let's observe the day, month, and the year, okay? So now you see that the 3rd June 2008, 1st August 2008. So we know that actually for these 2 dates, they're in the same year, right? Okay, and then following this, let's count how many days are there in June. Everyone pay attention, what is the starting date? That is the 3rd June. So how many days are there in June altogether? We have 30 days, right? So the last one, 30 minus the first one, third, and then plus 1 because we count from Sunday. And then following this, after June, can we just skip to August? Yes or no? Can we just skip it to August? No. Why? Yes, because next month is July. Okay, so following this, how many days are there in July? There are, how many days? There are 31 days. And following this, you also need to consider the August, right? So here you can see that for the August, there is 1 day. Okay. So now all together, from June 3rd to August 1st, how many days are there? Let's count it together. 28 plus 31 plus 1. Okay, everyone, it's your turn. How many days are there? 28 plus 31 plus 1, what is it? How many? Okay, good job. So you can see that it is 60 days, right? This is the total number of days. And then, again, you need to figure out 1 cycle. So again, in this question, we start from Sunday. Then let's just write down a full cycle. After Sunday, it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. So how many whole cycles are there? We again can just apply division. 60 divided by 7, we can get 8, remainder 4. So what is 8? 8 is for the 8 cycles, 8 weeks. And after 8 weeks, you still need to consider 4 remaining days. So now you can see remainder 1, remainder 2, remainder 3, and then remainder 4. So which day of the week was 1st August 2008? It should be Wednesday, okay? The remainder will tell you the position of the day in 1 week. Right. So for this again, let's have a look. There is also another type. Okay, read the question carefully. My mom's birthday is on Sunday, and my dad's birthday is 55 days later. On what day of the week will my dad's birthday be? Okay, again, I give you 1 minute. Try to think about it. Pay attention, it is about the days later. Any idea? Just a guess cannot. Cannot just a guess, okay? Try. The most important thing is to figure out the cycle. Pay attention when it comes to days later, how can we draw out the cycle? Okay, now let's check. So altogether, you need to consider 55 days later, and then what is the cycle? Okay, think about it. Which day is the first day I need to put in my cycle? Maybe 55 is a bit bigger for you. So then everyone think about it. What about one day later? Today is a Sunday, so what about one day later? Correct. So for your cycle, you need to start from Monday, okay? And then again, let's write it down. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, okay? And following this, again, how can you figure out the number of cycles? We just apply division. 55 divided by 7, that is 7, remainder 6. What is the meaning of 7? What is the meaning of 7? Okay, good. 7 is for the week, right? So after 7 weeks, you still need to count 6 remaining days. Okay, let's figure out the last day. It should be remainder 1, remainder 2, remainder 3, remainder 4, remainder 5, and then remainder 6. Good job. So the answer should be Saturday. Okay. Saturday, not Sunday. When it comes to the days later, pay attention to the first day you put in the cycle, okay? So now we need to start from the one day later. One day later, that is Monday. Okay? Yes. So for this, let's move on to question 18. Okay, everyone, question 18, what is the answer? A father says to his son, when I was your age, you were 2 years old. His son replies, when I reach your age, you will be 68 years old. So what is the father's present age? Any idea? Yes, this session will be recorded. Okay, what is the answer? Okay, so this is the age problem, right? So when it comes to the age problem, everyone look, usually we can just apply the method of magic arrow. So here, firstly, we just draw the arrow and try to label. The right side will represent who is elder, okay? So firstly, let's put father and the son. Father, of course, he is older, right? Okay. And then the father says to his son, when I was your age, you were 2 years old. So here, think about it. When father was younger, actually the son was younger as well, right? But what doesn't change here? What doesn't change? Correct. The age difference between father and the son doesn't change. So here, we can just draw it out, okay? As I labeled here, look, now father was at his son's age and the son was even younger. And if the son replies, when I reach your age, you will be 68 years old. That is when son is older. What about the father? The father is older as well. So here, let's draw it out and label out 68. Everyone, according to the diagram, now you can see in between them, the age difference doesn't change. So how many age differences can you find here? We have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here pay attention that for age difference, how can we figure out? Firstly, 68 minus 2. So you can figure out the big difference here. Okay, so what is the big difference? Correct. 68 minus 2, that is 66. And the 3 age differences add up to 66. So one of them, that is 66 divided by 3, you will get 22. Okay, which part is 22? Please label out 22. That is for the difference. But the question is asking you, how old is father now? So how can we figure out? Look, you can just apply addition or subtraction. I think now subtraction is easier, right? Because the father's present age is closer to 68. So here, 68 minus 22, you will get 46. Correct. 46 should be the correct answer. Yes, 46. Okay. So now let's try one more, okay? Grandpa is 74 years old this year. When Grandpa was as old as Dad is now, Dad was only 18 years old. So how old is Dad this year? Okay, try it by yourself. I give you 1 minute to think about it. Again, everyone take out your pencil and the paper. Try to draw the magic arrow by yourself, okay? So hard? No, just have a try first. Age problem. Got the answer? Yeah, draw the arrow first. Draw the arrow and the label. Grandpa is... I see some of you already got the answer. Okay, Grandpa is older, so the position of Grandpa's age should be on the right side, okay? And then, when Grandpa was as old as Dad is now, okay, here, let's draw the new position. Okay, here I just label with the green part. Can you see? So following this, you can see that Dad was only 18 years old. So where is 18? Label it on the left side. So now following this again, according to the diagram, you can see that how many age differences are there? We counted twice, right? Okay, so how can we figure out one of them? How can we figure out one of them? Yes, that is 74 minus 18 and then divided by 2. You will get 28. So after this, let's have a look. The question is asking you Daddy's current age. So how can you figure out the current age? That is the middle one. How can you find? Correct. That is either 18 plus 28 or 74 minus 28. So the final answer should be 46. 46 calculation. Some of you got 56. 46. Okay. Yeah. Is this too hard? A bit. Okay. Okay. So the most important thing is you can see that the age difference between two people never changes. Okay. So that is when Daddy was younger, the grandpa was younger as well. When Daddy is older, the grandpa is older as well. Okay. Yeah, 28 plus 18, correct? So now let's move on to section C, okay? To be honest, section C is a bit challenging. Okay, here, everyone, are you ready? Firstly, for question 21, let me check what is your answer. What is the value of A times B times C? What is it? A times B times C, what is it? No answer? Is it very hard already? Okay, I give you a hint now. When it comes to the number puzzle, usually we just start from the highest place or the lowest place, right? But now you can see that if you just start from the lowest place, that is the units column. You can see that the C plus C plus C equals something ends with 1. So you can just think about it, okay? I know that for some students, if you are quite good at multiplication, think about it. 3 times C, and then 1's digit is 1. So think about it, what is the C here? Correct. Only 3 times 7, you can get 21, right? 21, in other words, we can get, look, the carry over from the units column to the tens column should be 2. So for this, when it comes to the tens column, everyone don't forget the carryover, okay? That is 2 plus C. What is C? Well, we figure out C equals 7. So 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus B equals to something 8. Well, for this part, how do we figure out? You just calculate what you can calculate first. 2 plus 7 plus 6, what is it? Yes, you will get 15, right? Okay, and then think about it. 15 plus B, you can get something 8. So what is the carryover here? Okay, good job. So you will get 18, okay? So here, B equals 3. And do remember to label the carryover, okay? This is 1. So for this, move on to the hundreds place and the thousands place. It should be very easy for you. Again, don't forget the carryover. We always put the carryover ahead. 1 plus A plus 1, which is 10. So what is 1? What is A? What is A? Yes, A is 8. Then can we just stop here? I see that many students got the final answer as 18. 18 is wrong. Why? 18 is wrong. That is multiplication. A times B times C, okay? So we can get 8 times 3 times 7. The final answer should be 168. Let me check out. Some of you got 112. No. Not. Some of you got 128. No. Calculation, everyone. Calculation. Okay. 7 times 3 times 8, okay? That is 168. Okay. So, what about the question 22? Let me check. If A plus B equals 152, then A divided by B is 11 remainder 8. So, what is the value of A? Do you got the answer? What is A? So hard? No. Okay. The most important thing is you need to understand the division with remainder. Okay. So according to the second equation, what relationship can we get between A and B? Let's have a look. In the first equation, we can get letter A should be equals to 152 minus B, right? Because if you add them together equals to 152, that is 152 minus one letter, then you can get the value of the other letter. And according to the second one, let's have a look. A divided by B is 11 remainder 8. So what kind of relationship can we get here? That is A is also equal to 11 times B and then plus 8. Okay. So if you try to combine these two equations, you can see that 152 minus B equals 8. A also equals to 11 times B plus 8. So actually for the A here, you can just regard it as a little helper, right? So after I remove it, we can get the left part should be equal to the right part. So what is the new equation that we can get? You will get 152 minus B equals to 11 times B plus 8. Yes, Zita. Okay, so I think most of you are quite familiar with such question, right? It is kind of like the shape equation. Maybe for letter B, you can just regard it as an apple, regard it as a watermelon, regard it as a giraffe, something like that. So here, how to solve B? Here, look, let's try to combine the like items. So we just put all the numbers on one side and put all the letters on the other side, kind of like the algebra, right? Okay, so on the left part, yes, 152 minus 8 equals to 12 times B. Pay attention, why is it 12? Because here, minus B and then you still have 11B. So altogether, there are 12B, okay? Pay attention to the operator here. Then following this, 144 equals to 12 times B. Okay, very hard for you, right? Okay, what is B? That is 144 divided by 12. I know that some of you feel it's a bit hard, this part. So here, everyone, actually you can also try to guess. Think about it. 12 times something, you get 144. So maybe we can start from 10. 12 times 10, that is 120. Not enough. So what about if I plus a 12, and then I plus another 12, and then you will get 144. So altogether, how many 12 are there? You will get letter B equals to 12 as well. Okay, so letter B equals to 12. Okay, can I just write down my final answer? It is 12. Yes or no? Wow, many students got the final answer as 12. And just say, okay, I got it correct, right? No. Which letter is 12? That is letter B. Okay, so how can we figure out the letter A? Good job. A plus B, that is 152. So for letter A, that is 152 minus 12. Then your final answer should be 140. Okay, 140. Correct. Be more careful. Huh? Many students got the final answer as 12. Careless mistake. Okay, so far is it very easy? Yes? Okay, so now I'm going to challenge your calculation ability. Are you ready? Okay, let's practice more about the division with the remainder. So like, how can we figure out the dividend? How can we figure out the divisor? How can we figure out the quotient? How can we figure out the remainder? Are you ready? Okay, please take out a piece of blank paper and your pencil. Let's go. Okay, for the first one, which number divided by 7 equals 6 remainder 2? Quickly. What is the answer? Is it hard? Wow, some students are complaining already. No, what divided by 7 is 6 remainder 2? Okay, so now you can see that what should we do? Okay, first you can try to figure out the completed groups. That is 7 times 6. Okay, we have 42. 42, and then what about the remainder? You just add it back. Okay, so what is the final answer? Excellent. The first one is 44. Okay, for the second one, are you ready? Go. Which number divided by 8 is 8 remainder 5? Let me check your calculation. What is the number? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So again, first step, 8 times 8. What is 8 times 8? That is 64, right? Okay, 64, and then plus 5, we have 69. Okay. So far so easy, right? Okay, so what about the divisor? 30 divided by a number, and then you can get the result is 4 remainder 2. Okay, what is the missing number here? What is the missing number? Wow, 77. Who got 77, huh? 30 divided by 77 equals 4 remainder 2. Are you sure? Okay. Okay, so here let's have a look. Again, firstly, we just minus the remainder, right? 30 minus 2, you will get 28. 28 divided by 4, and then you will get 7. And also here, everyone, do remember to double check your answer. How to check? 7 times 4, that is 28. 28 plus 2, that is 30. So that means our answer is correct. Okay? Oh, Eileen, maybe later after the live stream, let me PM you, okay? So for this, let's have a look for 25 divided by a number that is 6 remainder 1. So what is the missing number here? What is it? Yeah, this question is for the extra practice. Okay. Again, 25, what should we do? 25 minus 1, right? 25 minus 1, that is 24. 24 divided by 6, so here we can get 4. Good job. Again, double check your answer. 4 times 6, that is 24. 24 plus 1, that is 25. Okay. Good job. Let's move on to question 23. Let me check. For question 23, what is your answer? Question 23, what is the answer? No answer. So hard. 23? Oh, maybe no. You don't know? Okay, here, let's have a look. I know that this question seems very confusing to many students, right? A, B, C, D have 200 candies in total. And then A gave B 13 candies, C gave D 20 candies, then B gave C half of all her candies. Finally, D gave A 24 candies. Wow, so confusing. This person give that person give that person, right? Okay, so here let's have a look. Usually for this long word problem, we just turn that into some diagrams, okay? So here, everyone, let's have a look. Firstly, okay, follow me. Let's draw out the train diagram together, okay? Firstly, let's write down the name, that is A, B, C, D, right? Okay, and then for the first one, look, read the question. A gave B 13 candies. So for the number of candies that A has should be less. So we just minus 13 and get a number. Well, who can get 13 more? B will receive 13 candies from A, right? So B plus 13 equals something. And then following this, move on to the next sentence. C gave D 20 candies. Okay, so here again, let's draw it out. C gave D, so C will minus 20. Well, at the same time, who will receive this 20 candies? It should be D, so D plus 20. And then following this, pay attention, next sentence is quite easy to make mistake. B gave C half of all her candies. That is now, for the number of candies that Bella has should be divided by 2. Well, what about for C? Can I say that B divided by 2, so C multiplied by 2? No. So here, pay attention. For this part, actually divided by 2, also we can write it as a minus something. Because anyway, the number of candies that B has should be less. Well, at the same time, who will receive the question mark? It should be C, right? So here we just plus the question mark. Okay, finally, D gave A 24 candy. Okay, so here, write it down. D minus 24. While at the same time, A will receive 24. That is plus 24. Okay, back to the question. Finally, they have the same number of candies. Okay, could you please tell me, so what is the same number here? What is the same number? Yeah, we know that in the end, they have the same number of candies. So how many candies does each of them have? Correct, okay? So you can see that altogether, there are 200 candies, okay? And there are 4 people. So 200 divided by 4, that is 50, 50, 50, and 50, correct? Okay, and then let's just calculate backwards, okay? So how can we figure out the question mark? Everyone, any idea? So if you just think backwards, it will be 50, and then what should we do? That is times 2, right? 50 times 2, you will get 100. So what is the value of the question mark? For the question mark, it should be 50 as well. So after you figure out the value of question mark is 50, so here we can just write it down. Okay, so here that is plus 50. Okay, which number plus 50? That is still 50. Quite easy, that is 0. Good job. So can we say that my final answer is 0? No, because the question is asking you, C had how many candies originally? So here again, working backwards. So 0 plus 20, you will get the final answer should be 20. Okay? Any question now? Yeah. So this is about the working backwards. When you see that the words, the questions, they are too long. So what should we do? Try to turn the words into the diagrams to help you understand. Okay, so now let's try a similar question. Everyone, again, take out your paper and pencil. Are you ready? Next one. Eddie had 7 cookies. Freya and George also had some. George gave half of his candies to Eddie. Freya gave 23 cookies to Eddie. Eddie has 51 cookies now. How many cookies did George have in the beginning? Okay, this is an extra practice for you. Okay, try it. Have a try. $50? No. The answer is apple. Oh, no. The answer is not me. Okay, what is the answer? Try. Two hearts? Oh, okay. Now let's check it together, okay? So firstly, we know that there are 3 people, right? E, F, G. Just now we already figured out the A, B, C, D problem and then move on to E, F, G. Okay, Eddie had 7 cookies, so here we just label out the 7. Freya and George also had some, but actually we don't know what is the exact value, so we just leave it here. George gave half of his cookies to Eddie. So again, firstly, we just draw it out, okay? Divided by 2. And then I already told you, can we say that, okay, for one person, we divide it by 2, and then for the other person, we just times 2? No. Okay, so here, what should we do? Turn the division into subtraction. That is a minus something, okay? Minus something, and then at the same time, who received the question mark? That is Eddie. Okay, and after this, again, we know that Freya gave 23 cookies to Eddie. So here, Freya minus 23, while Eddie plus 23. And in the end, Eddie has 51 cookies now. So we just write it down, 51. Yes. Okay, so following this, what should we do? Okay, again, just think backwards. So you can see 51 minus 23. What is it? 51 minus 23, you will get 28. Okay, so here. Okay, what should we do? And then what should we do? Some students got stuck here, right? So now you see, from 7 to 28, actually, what is the value of question mark? That is 21, okay? So for the question mark here, I can also turn that into 21. Now you can see that divided by 2, actually that is equal to minus 21. Okay, to help you understand, I can draw a model for you. Something like this. Yeah, my model is very ugly. Sorry, cannot draw perfectly with the laptop. Okay, so now you can see that if I just give half, so actually what is the leftover? If you give half, actually the leftover is also half, right? So here, if I give 21, what is the leftover? The leftover is also 21. So working backwards, 21 plus 21, or 21 times 2, you will get 42. Okay, so this is the answer, 42. Yes. I see that some students got to 56. No? Pay attention, that is George. George, okay. How many cookies did George have in the beginning? Any question now? Okay, so is it clear? Okay. Let's move on to question 24. Wow, this one is a bit hard. Question 24. What is your answer? Which page? A page was torn off from the middle of a book. When Cindy added up the remaining page numbers, the sum was 2,428. So, what is the smaller page number of the missing page? Okay, to be honest, this is a P3 competition level. Okay, do you have the answer? No? No? So hard, right? Yes. To be honest, I also feel that this question is a bit hard. Okay. So now, firstly, everyone, let's have a look. When it comes to a page problem, you see a page was torn off, and for the remaining page numbers, the sum was 2428. That is, the sum of the original number of pages must be greater than 2,428, right? Because actually you subtracted a few numbers, right? Okay. So for this, let's have a look. Then maybe you try to guess and check how many pages are there. So think about it. If there are 50 pages, then what is the sum of the page numbers? Do you have any idea? Okay, so actually this is what we are going to learn in P3. This is called the sum of arithmetic sequence. So actually there is a formula that is the first term plus the last term. Then multiply by the number of terms and then divided by 2. So back to the question, how to figure out the sum of 1 to 50. That is the first term, which is 1. 1 plus 50, and then times 50 divided by 2, which is 1,275. So now everyone, you can see that if the number is 1,275, that means the number of pages should be more than 50, right? Okay, and then what about for the sum of 1 to 60? Think about it. Yeah, maybe you can just use your calculator to help you. Yeah, that is 1 plus 60 and then times 60 divided by 2. Then you will get 1,830. So again, it is still smaller than 2,428, right? So what should we do? Okay, again, move on. So when it comes to the sum of 1 to 70, okay, so then you can check what is the sum of the page numbers now. Yeah, try. Good job. That is 1 plus 70 and then times 70 divided by 2. So you will get the sum as 2485. Okay, now everyone look. 2485 and 2428, they are very, very close, right? So actually, you don't need to move on. Why? Later I will show you. Otherwise, the difference will be quite big. Okay, and then also pay attention here. A page was torn off. So what about the relationship of the page numbers, everyone? For example, okay, I can show you. So for example, if I just tear off a page, okay, if the smaller one is page 1, what about the next one? It should be page 2, right? Okay, what about the front one is page 21? What about the next page? Page 22. Okay, what about the first one is page 27? The next one is page 28, correct? So you can see that the number here, they are always consecutive, and one of them must be even number, and the other one must be odd number. That is for these two missing numbers. Actually, if you add them together, you will get a odd number as well, right? Okay, so following this, let's have a look. Then what is the difference? Well, let's compare 2,428 and 2,485. What is the difference between them? Okay, try it. 4-digit number minus 4-digit number. Do you know what is the difference? 2485 minus 2428. That is 57. That means for these two consecutive numbers, if you add them together, you will get 57. And what is the difference between them? The difference is always 1, okay? So here, actually, you can just turn that into the sum and the difference model. Okay, the smaller number, that is the shorter bar. The bigger number, that is the longer bar. Then what is the difference between them? Correct, the difference is always 1, right? Okay, and altogether it is 57. So could you please tell me how can we figure out the smaller number? Yeah, what should we do? Correct. So here, firstly, you just subtract the first part. Okay, 57 minus 1. And then divided by 2, you will get these two equal parts, right? Okay, so here you can see that the smaller one is 28. And this is also our final answer, 28. Okay, 28. Yeah, some students ask, okay, so here, teacher Apple, why do we just stop at 70? Why not 80? Okay, so you can try. If there are 80 pages, okay, what is the sum of 1 to 80? That is 80 times 81 divided by 2. Then you will get a 3,240. So then what is the difference? 3,240 minus 2,428. You will get the difference, which is 812, right? But in total, actually, there are only 80 pages. How can the two numbers add up to 800 something? Of course, they must be bigger than 80, right? So you can see that actually the key point here is you try to find the closest number that is the closest number to 2,428 and make sure that the number is bigger than 2,428, right? Okay. So here, pay attention to this part. Yeah, the most challenging question of this paper, right? The total page number cannot be quite big, right? Otherwise, the difference between the number and the 2,428 will be quite big, even bigger than the number page. Yeah. Okay. So now for the last one, question 25. Fill in the blanks using the numbers 1 to 5 such that there are no two same numbers in each row and column. Okay, pay attention. Row, column. And the numbers joined together by lines also must be different. Numbers joined together by lines, can you see them? Here, something like this. Okay, that means for these 5 circles, they cannot have the same number. Okay, so in this question, can you find that which position is the easiest one to start? Can you find it? 4, right? Okay, which one? Yes, the middle one, okay? So here, pay attention to the overlapping part. Everyone, you see that this is the special position. So you can see 2 on the top, 3 at the bottom, 1 on the left, 5 on the right. Then what is the only missing number I can fill in the middle? Yeah, correct. Okay, that is 4. So following this, if the middle one is 4, then following this, you can just pay attention to the line here. Okay, and we can confirm this one must be 1, right? Because you already have 5, you already have 2, you already have 2, you already have 4, you already have 3. So what is the only missing number? That is 1. Okay. So for this, actually, we can finish the last part. Okay, what about the number? What about the number at the corner? The top left corner, what is it? So according to the numbers joined together by lines, you see, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the only missing number? Correct, that is 5. Okay, number 5. Then following this, okay, again, yes, just like the Sudoku, okay? And following this, move on. Which part? Yes, you can figure out the middle one, right? Because the straight line in the middle, you already have 1, 2, 3, 4. So only the missing number, that is 5. Okay, so following this, let's pay attention to some special part, okay? Again, look. In the second row, we already have 1, we already have 5, we already have 3, right? So what is the only missing number? Actually, we have 2 missing numbers, right? Okay, we still have 2 or 4. But can you confirm? I see that some students choose to guess and check, right? Also can. But here, let's have a look. Firstly, let's start from something that we can confirm. Again, why can we confirm the missing number in the second column is 2 here? Because on the top, we already have 3, and then we already have 5, we already have 1 and 4. So the only missing number in the middle is 2. Okay, so after this, okay, let's pay attention to the numbers joined together by lines. Here, pay attention to this line. Can you find the missing number? Okay, so here you already have a 5, you already have a 1, you already have 2. So what is the missing number? For the missing number, that is 2 and 4, right? Okay, so actually after this, we still cannot confirm. So move on, and we can confirm the middle row. So the middle row is a 3, and following this, we can confirm the last one should be 4, right? Okay, so usually for such question, we just start from what we can confirm first. That is, we usually start from some special position. Okay, pay attention to the overlapping part. As long as for one number, you can see that the top number, bottom number, left and right, all of them are confirmed. So we can make sure that the middle one is the only answer. Okay. So for this part, is it hard? I think question 25 is not as challenging as question 24, right? Okay. So that's all for today's part, okay? And everyone make sure that you're in our group. So later I will share more. And if you have any question, you can also just raise in our group, okay? See you next week.